Sometimes I was like, oh, it burns so good. It doesn't burn good. It doesn't. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video is gonna be a little bit different. I thought that I would go over my whole skincare journey, which has been quite a rocky road. I got a facial recently and I felt inspired to talk about my skincare journey. But disclaimer, I'm not an expert. I still do suffer from acne and it's a little bit better right now, but it was not always this way. I have periods of time where it doesn't work out. I have very acne prone skin and oily skin, but I never really had to deal with dry skin. So just a heads up, I don't have any recommendations or any of that on dry skin. I've always had acne since I was in college, but I would say 2020 is when it got a lot worse. December 2020 is when my skin started to get a little bit more acne than usual, and at first I didn't really think much about it. I remember specifically at the end of 2020, that's when my acne just got super bad. Honestly, I don't know the direct reason why I got all this acne. Sometimes life just happens, but at the time there were a lot of things I thought about. One of the reasons I thought I got acne was because of maskne at the time. It could have been from lack of exercise and healthy routines because we were just in quarantine. Even though I was dancing pretty regularly, I still wasn't exercising as much as I normally would today. But I think the catalyst of it all was my bad skin routines. So in the beginning of 2021, I decided to go to a dermatologist and I was prescribed 3 different medicines. One was a pill called doxycycline, and then benzoyl peroxide and tretinoin. The doxycycline helped with killing bacteria on my face. I would take this pill twice a day, morning and night. I saw the most improvement from that probably because at one point I feel like it was just a lot of bacteria on my face, so maybe we needed more than just topical stuff. The downside of the pills were they made my face really dry for the first time, and I think it was because I was using that in a combination of the tretinoin. So if you don't know what tretinoin is, it's like the strongest retinol out there. And at first, using this product, I was like, oh my god, this is gonna cure everything, but it made my face so dry. I was like, what? Like, now I have dry skin and acne, but it was just because the skin was purging. I will say, this was something that I thought I would see immediate results with, but in reality, it took like 6 months to almost a year to see the progress, but it was worth it. Honestly, the benzoyl peroxide, I didn't see that much of a difference from it. It was just something I applied in the morning on my acne. I personally just didn't see that much results as opposed to the other products. 2021 is when my skin was really going through it, but in the end, it worked out and I came into 2022 really good, up until spring. I feel like in spring, that's when my skin starts to decline a little bit because I'm a very oily person. That's when it starts to get warmer, and with allergies and all of that, I just feel like my skin starts to get irritated. In 2023, that's when I started to go to an esthetician to get my facials done and learn a lot about my skin type. In 2020 and 2021, I feel like I suffered the most with acne, and then 2022 and 2023, I had a lot of acne scars. But then I started to treat them with these facials and changing my skincare routine. But that summer in 2023, my skin broke out again, and I actually never realized how bad it got. And I think it was just because I was traveling a lot. I don't know, honestly, I didn't realize it was that bad until now. And it wasn't even that bad, but like, it was a step back. But now it's 2024 and my skin is not amazing, but it's much better than before. And I think it's because I changed a lot of my skincare routine. So this was my acne in 2020, and here's my skin now. And I just wanted to give some tips and tricks to what I did to improve my skin. So these are tips that I would give to my past self about acne and anyone who's suffering with acne right now. The first tip I would give is that you don't need to buy all these products that you see on social media. I'm quite the consumer of TikTok, so I know how it feels like to be influenced on TikTok, and I just wanted to say that you don't need to buy every single product that you see just because you see positive results on one person, because that might not translate to you. Which leads me to my second tip, is that you should research what ingredients will help you with your skin type. For example, I had acne prone skin and oily skin, so I felt that one, salicylic acid helped with the acne and niacinamide helped with the redness from my acne and acne scars. But also this might not apply to someone who has dry skin maybe. So I would really analyze your skin type and then see what ingredients work for you, because what works for you might not work for someone else and vice versa. So it's really important to see what the problem is and finding the ingredients that help that. And my third tip is honestly consult with a dermatologist or an esthetician if you're suffering with acne, because sometimes you don't have all the answers. Like I could look at all these products online and try it, but sometimes there's an underlying issue that you may not even know about. So it's important to check with your doctor if you can. So moving on, I want to talk about what I wouldn't do again. And the first one is use so many products at once. I know in like Korean culture, there's like the 10-step process. And when I was going through acne, I thought I had to do the same thing. But in reality, I feel like that made my skin even worse. Because I was using so many products at once, I feel like it just irritated my skin. And maybe some products didn't work as well because there was like 8 different products down the line, you know? So you really don't need to use so many products at once, but you really don't need to try so many products at once. So end of December, when I was desperate, I was like trying every single thing. I was trying tea tree oil, this, that, and in reality, trying so many things just made my skin even more sensitive and red. So I would not advise trying so many products at once. If anything, you should integrate products slowly, like maybe try a product for a week or 2, and then move on to the next one when you see positive results. Another thing that I don't know why I thought this was a good idea in the moment, but I felt like if I had products that made my face sting, then that means it's working. And that's so not the truth. Like your skin is so soft, you should protect it, you shouldn't hurt it. And I was guilty of that. Sometimes I was like, oh, it burns so good. It doesn't burn good, it doesn't. Okay, my last tip, which is a very important one, is don't compare yourself to others and feel less than others because you have acne. This is something that I struggled with so much. I would see so many like influencers and K-pop idols and people that I knew personally with such good skin. I was like, why can't I be like them? What's wrong with me? But it's just a phase, and also everyone's built differently. Also, just because you have acne does not mean you are not beautiful. To end this video, I wanted to share some products that I use in almost every video, so it's not that much of a surprise. But these are products I would use if I am suffering through acne. The first one is this Roche-Posay Salicylic Acid Cleanser. This was probably the best product that I use, and I've been using this since 2020. Honestly, any salicylic acid cleanser or toner will help you clean your skin, and this helps target excess oil and acne breakouts, which is close to my heart because this is acne prone and oily. And then I would follow up with this toner. I know I was talking about like you should find products that have ingredients that help you, but I don't actually know what's in this one specifically that helps with my skin, but I tried it once and it's like one of my favorite products. It's just lightweight and moisturizing, and I think because I have oily skin, it's harder for me to find moisturizers that don't make me glossy and gross, but this is a nice addition. Of course, you need sunscreen. I honestly wasn't using sunscreen like that back then, and that probably made my acne scars worse, but we're not making that mistake again. This is the Biore sunscreen, and I like this one especially for my oily skin because it's light, doesn't leave a white cast. It feels like water, and it is also called the Aqua Rich Watery Essence. I think this one's specifically for oily skin. I also use this tone up sunscreen, and this is like when my skin is really red, which is not very often these days, but it has a hint of green that helps with that. My last favorite product is the Youth to the People Clay Mask. I use this like once a week, but I might do every other week now after my esthetician told me not to try it every week. But it helps with acne for sure. I've seen a lot of improvement, slowly but surely. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for listening to my skincare journey. This is something that I feel very vulnerable to share because this has been like a part of me where I like experienced it and I threw it to the side. I was like, we don't talk about him. But I just wanted to share this video because I wish I had a video like this when I was suffering through acne. So remember, don't compare yourself to others. I know it's something we're prone to, especially when you have acne. Like, it's just like, why can't I have skin like them? But just know, you are beautiful and you have much more things to offer. I've really much enjoyed making this video, so maybe I will try to do more skincare videos upon request. I would love to make more if I could. But yeah, thank you for watching, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next video.